This is of Quiet Valor, Episode 4, The Reluctant Hero of Saint-Nazaire. Man, is it early. The man had been in the Army Air Force for all of 6 weeks before he was sent into the skies over Nazi-occupied France. He wasn't a career soldier, and he wasn't supposed to even be there that day. In fact, his reputation among his fellow airmen wasn't exactly glowing. He was older than most of them, stubborn, and a bit of a misfit. But the war didn't care about reputations, and the mission needed a ball turret gunner. It was May 1st, 1943, the target, the submarine pens at Saint-Nazaire, one of the most heavily defended spots in Europe. He climbed aboard a B-17 Flying Fortress and squeezed into his cramped ball turret, suspended beneath the belly of the bomber. The air at altitude was thin and frigid, but the heat of what was coming would make him forget the cold. Over the target, the sky erupted, flak pounded the bomber. German fighters swooped in with relentless precision, and within minutes, the B-17 was shredded. Hydraulic lines severed, holes torn through the fuselage, control cables dangling like snapped fishing lines. Then came the worst of it. A fire broke out in the fuselage, spreading fast toward the bomb bay where thousands of pounds of explosives sat waiting. In moments like that, most men would have thought one thing: get out. Parachutes were ready, the open sky was just steps away, but he didn't jump. Instead, he clambered out of the turret and into the burning fuselage. The heat, it was blinding. The smoke thick, enough to choke him. He grabbed a pair of fire extinguishers and fought the flames until they were spent, then kept going, ripping away burning debris with his bare hands. When the fire flared again, he found more extinguishers, emptied them, and then used anything he could grab, even his own clothing, to smother the flames. All the while, wounded crewmen lay scattered across the deck. He moved between them, bandaging injuries and hauling them out of harm's way, and every time a fighter came in for a run, he dropped the medical supplies, manned a machine gun, and sent bursts of tracer fire into the enemy's path. For 90 minutes, he was a one-man fighting crew, medic, and a gunner. The B-17 finally limped back across the English Channel and made a belly landing. When the crew disembarked, they counted over 3,500 bullets and shrapnel holes in the airframe. The pilot didn't mince words. Without the man's actions, none of them would have made it home. Weeks later, he was called to headquarters, standing stiffly in a formation he hated. He was handed the Medal of Honor, the first enlisted airman in history to receive it. His name was Maynard Harrison Smith. And for one day in 1943, this unlikely, sometimes difficult, and wholly unremarkable man became the very definition of quiet valor. Folks, thanks for watching. We'll see you on Monday at 7 o'clock. Have a great weekend.